Hi, my name is Nasser. I'm from Woodridge, Illinois. I'm here with my 1966 Corvair Corsa. What's unique about this Corvair Corsa is they only made it for 2 years, 65 and 66, this being the 66 year. And they only came with manual transmissions. And they only came with 2 engine options, either 140 4-barrel or 4 single carburetors, or a turbocharged engine which was 180 horsepower. This is the original color, cameo beige. It's a repaint, but it's the original color. Second owner, the first owner owned it its whole life in Scottsdale, Arizona. So the car never seen snow. And since I've had it, it's never seen snow. It's got the original interior in it still, other than the Hirsch shifter knob. I have the original knob, but I prefer this one instead because I can grip it better. It's just for the good old-fashioned AM radio, which still works. Everything works, all the gauges work, even the clock works, but it's not showing the correct time right now because I had the battery disconnected earlier. And I put Rally 15-inch wheels on it from like a Chevelle or Nova or something like that, a later model year. It originally came with 13-inch tires, and I put 15-inch tires on it for handling purposes and driving. It's got a, as I said earlier, a 4 carburetor setup, 4 single carburetors, 2 primaries, which are here, and 2 secondaries that only open up manually. They're not vacuum operated. They only open up when you put your foot to the floorboard. Then they open up. And that's where you get your 140 horsepower. And it's a manual top, so you have to actually raise and lower the top by hand. Some people think of it as an inconvenience. I think of it as fun and exercise. I mean, it's not perfect. It doesn't, you know, it's not a concours car, but it's my baby. And I'm glad that the weather today held out for a good event. I am in the Chicago Corvair Enthusiast chapter, and we have quite a few different outings we go to. And last year at the Volo outing, I took Best in Show. So I'm proud of that, and I've got a trophy for it. And it's the first time I actually showed the car as a show car. And what's unique with this Corvair is it's a late model. They've only made 2 model styles. The early model from 1960 to 64, then the late model from 65 to 69. And of course, Corsa only came, like I said before, in a manual transmission, either turbo 180 or 4 single carburetors at 140 horsepower. And this is what they call the frunk. I put the spare tire back up here for 2 reasons. One is for added weight in the front. You know, you can mount it in the back over the engine, which I chose not to because the engine compartment gets hot and I didn't want the tire to get hot. So, and it's a nice place to store things. It's big enough where it holds quite a bit. And what's unique to convertibles are these canisters here. There's one in each corner, and they're filled with hydraulic fluid. And that's what helps balance the car out. Only unique to the convertibles on late model cars for the Corvair. And other than that, it's the gentleman that I bought it from. I've had the car for going on 7 years. He bought it new 4 years before he sold it to me. He had the car fully restored. Then he put it in storage. So it didn't get more than 300 miles on it after it was restored. And then when I bought it, he put it on eBay. I was the first one to call him. And we bartered back and forth, and I actually had the car shipped from Scottsdale, Arizona to here. And I've had it here ever since. And if you look at old Bewitched movies, or shows I should say, this is what Darren Stevens used to drive, was a Corvair. Where the lady across the street, Agnes, she'd say, "Darren, they got the engine in the back instead of the front." But I'm very pleased with the car, and that's all about what I got to say. Thank you for listening to me.